touring this historic city actually felt like walking through a citywide museum. Vietnam is definitely a unique time travel adventure. Here at the city center is the iconic Notre Cathedral in Saigon. Built similarly to the one in Paris, each brick was imported by French colonists from France in 1880. Now, this Notre Dame Cathedral is very similar to the one in Paris. Is there any relation to it or any meaning?
When they occupied Saigon, they wanted to make Saigon become another Paris in Indochina. You know what? Saigon was the richest and the most important city of Indochina. Indochina was stand for Laos, Cambodia, and Vietnam. And Vietnam was the strongest, the most important. So they brought their technology, their architecture, to make Saigon the same as Paris, and it was beautiful anyway.
But more than the actual church, this image of the Virgin Mary is also one of the main reasons tourists visit this iconic statue. Many people believe that this image of the Virgin Mary is actually miraculous. Do you know any stories that people have said about it?
As far as I know, people claim that in 2005, Maria was believed to shed tears from her eyes.
Actual tears?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And people really think it's holy moment.
Maybe she was trying to speak to us.
Yes.
Trying to send a message. And when is the best time to visit the Notre Dame Cathedral in Saigon?
I have lived here for like 8 years, and I noticed that the best time to visit the church is in the early morning by 6, 7, 8, because at this time we have the best weather, not so hot. Also in the late afternoon, after 5 or evening, like something like 7 to 9, 10 p.m. So when the weather is cool and breezing, so people well dressed, the best clothes, okay? They want to keep their best memories of Saigon.
Okay, I'm going to take note of those times. No doubt, countless tourists spend a lot of their time preserving their memories in this city. And I am one of them. And I couldn't help but vlog about my experiences. Hi everyone, we are at the center of the city at District 1. And you'll know that because right behind me is the Notre Dame Cathedral. See? Right across the Notre Dame Cathedral is another impressive example of historical architecture in Vietnam, the Central Post Office. I'm looking at the Saigon Central Post Office and I can see that it's definitely beautiful, but apart from that, what makes it so special?
So what makes Saigon Central Post Office very special? The name makes it very special. Central City, the center of Saigon. And also, unlike other post offices, it works every day, no Sunday, from 7 in the morning to 6 in the afternoon.
They have no break.
No days off. And also, it looked like a train station.
Yes, it does. I was about to say that.
Exactly. The French would like to influence their civilization to the local country so that they can change the local people to follow their mother country. So they always wanted to make things big and significant.
Very grand.
Okay. Very grand, exactly, like Central Post Office and the Notre Dame Cathedral Church. We're talking about the statues in front of the Central Post Office. Something like this statue of a couple, young man and woman. So they are the staff of Central Post Office, represent for the working class. And there's gesture like this to show their determination to make telecommunication industry become very developed in the world. The green windows on the Central Post Office, every window has a name of some famous scientists and heroes of the French. They want to show off the pride of the country. Also to influence the local people to know more about France. And also, it is a place to witness the ups and downs of Saigon's history. It's
definitely worth looking at, and it's so beautiful. I mean, it's definitely worth being proud about.
Exactly.
A short walk from these landmarks is the Saigon Opera House, and it is a stunning example of French architecture. Built in 1897, it also served as the lower house assembly for South Vietnam until 1956. It was only in 1975 that it was again used as a theater. Vietnam's efforts of preserving these invaluable pieces of history is truly impressive. It can be seen in the beautifully preserved temples and landmarks that pay tribute to the country's history and heritage. This is the Tin Hau Temple. It is claimed by many to be the most stunning temple here in Chinatown. The intricate design of this temple makes it one of the most visited places of faithfuls around the city. I can only imagine how the beauty of this temple alone can make any visitor feel closer to heavens above. With all the historical buildings around the city, it is quite remarkable that delicately placed amidst his history and culture are the true signs of modern changes in the city. A shopper's haven awaits any stylish traveler looking for that perfect outfit and accessories to wear around the city. I love how the French architecture is very much evident in most of the buildings here in the old city of Saigon. And I think the city has done such a great job preserving them. And apart from that, one thing that really struck me are the trees that are all around the city. They're 100-year-old trees lined up in the streets, and amidst the progress and the new developments, they're there, and it's just comforting and refreshing to see.